everybody, I'm Nick,
I'm Sean.
and welcome back to Golden Sun: The Lost Age on hard mode.
Oh my.
Last time, we did it. It took a game and a half, but we're finally here at Lemuria.
We got it, boys. We did the thing.
Oh! Goodness!
Oh, Creighton.
Felix, look over here! This palace is magnificent!
Hey, I thought we were supposed to go to the palace.
This place is remarkable. Truly remarkable. Who goes there? I've not seen you in Lemuria before.
Wait a moment. You must be the traveler who arrived with Piers. Is your name Felix, perchance? I think that was your guy, actually. Oops.
Mine's the left
Maybe
one.
not.
Piers?
Maybe not.
You mean Piers, the lost one?
The lost one? Wow. Have I earned a title in my absence? But worry not. Piers is lost no more. I seek counsel with King Hydros. Has His Highness been told of my return? Word was sent, but I do not know if it has reached the king. What do you mean?
Lord Conservato is meeting with His Highness as we speak.
Lord Conservato? Wow. Not Conservato.
What's wrong, What's wrong, Piers? You don't look pleased to hear that name.
Creighton, what do you think of when you have seen of Lemuria? What do you think of what you have seen of Lemuria?
It is a magnificent city. Or do you mean the castle? Both are magnificent.
And you, Felix, do you agree?
It is rather idyllic.
Any newcomer to our town would doubtless feel the same at first. In ages past, Lemuria was a far lovelier, more grand, and more lively city. His Highness, the King, tells of days gone by of a more brilliant Lemuria, long before my birth. Over the countless years, our people have lost vigor, enthusiasm, creativity. Lemuria has fallen into a slow collapse, a city that has lost its spark. Lemuria, as you see it, is only a shadow of the city of legend.
If only I had the chance to see the city in all its splendor. But how does Conservato figure in?
King Hydros believes that our decay is related in some way to alchemy.
Alchemy?
King Hydros wants to find a way to stop the ruin of Lemuria.
If there were anything we could do to help stop it, we would.
But the senators are unwilling to take action. They're stubborn, and they fear any change.
Oh my god, that's a little too real.
Don't worry about it.
Think about it.
Don't worry about it.
Senate? What is a senate?
Wow. The Senate is a group of elders who determine policy in Lemuria.
Lord Conservato holds the highest office in the Senate.
The Senate will usually oppose any new ideas or proposals introduced before it. Word of our arrival will never reach the king as long as Conservato has his ear.
And his conversations with the king are incredibly long.
Funny. We have no choice but to wait patiently here. Why don't we spend our time looking around Lemuria until then?
Well, we've kind of already burned away our stuff. Hey, doggy, can you Actually, you know what? You know what would be easier than this?
Mind read.
Mind read on a button. There's so much treasure buried here that you could dig almost anywhere and find something.
Ah.
So why does anybody here dig?
Hey, what do you have?
I don't know all the locations of the items. I hate to say.
It's fair. I think it's just random, though.
I think there are dedicated spots for stuff. And I'm not gonna be going for every single tile. Because I feel like...
Almost anywhere in the game, interesting items can be dug up, particularly near butterflies, or just anywhere in Lemuria.
Funny you say butterflies.
Yeah.
So now I'm just gonna do that.
Apparently we should be digging where we see butterflies.
Well, we got one item. I'm just gonna go in like tile order like this. I don't think there's anything near this butterfly.
Maybe
I
not.
just dug there.
I mean, but
What the hell am I
it does
doing?
say that just anywhere in Lemuria is some place where you can find stuff.
Well, I mean, it's not like I got anything else better to do.
Well, you know what you have to do, right?
Dog bone!
Can you actually give the dog the bone? A delicious doggy treat.
Hang on a minute.
Mind read it again.
Nope.
Nope. Give the dog a bone.
I would if I could, but I don't think I can. Nothing on that butterfly anyway. Anywho, the previous item we got was a craftable item.
Ah.
There's bottles everywhere.
Oh, yes.
Are you the travelers that came here with Piers?
I'm sorry it's taken me so long to visit, Uncle. I was gonna say, this is what we have to do in the meantime, is this cutscene.
Piers, you're alive!
Yes, I've managed to survive against a great many trials.
What a fascinating coincidence! We've stumbled across Piers' uncle's house. I must thank you all for looking after my nephew.
This is Felix and Creighton. They are my friends, and have aided me tremendously.
If my sister could only hear how timid young Piers has become a mighty warrior.
Where is my mother? We've been so busy since we arrived that I haven't had a chance to see her.
There are kind of bottles everywhere.
Now that I think about it, this place is a mess. What happened? Mother is always so neat. No, she hasn't fallen ill again, has she?
There is still illness in Lemuria?
My mother was born with a weak heart.
Piers, I'm sorry. Your return comes too late. After the tidal wave washed you to sea, your mother suddenly fell ill. The shock of losing you was too great for her poor heart. She held out hope for your safe return until the very end. Perhaps your mother gave herself up to ensure your survival. Does that not sound like your mother?
Where is she now?
She rests in the cemetery now. Check the headstones. You will find her. What should we do, Felix? Should we follow Piers? After all we've been through, the least we can do is offer Piers our condolences.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wait. I ask that you leave Piers to his mourning for now. Now he is struggling with the loss of his mother. He needs time. You came to Lemuria to learn more of alchemy, did you not? I suspected as much. Piers was right to bring you here. Piers told me his secret, the mission he was given by His Highness the King. Even had the tidal wave not carried Piers off, he would have left us. Such was his fate. You look confused. Piers told you about this, did he not? I don't believe so.
Maybe.
Curious. I can't understand why he would do that. If Lord Conservato had not led the Senate to oppose him, he would have left sooner. I wonder what news Piers has brought with him. Either way, I do know why he has brought you here. Felix, don't tell me he has at least told you that much. He hasn't really told us anything. Did Piers tell you nothing before he bringing you here to Lemuria? Unfortunately, I know little more than that. While Piers confronts his sorrow over the loss of his mother, you have some time. I shall write you a letter, so that you can see Lunpa. Lunpa has locked himself in his tower and rarely comes out, but if I send him this, he will see you.
That's a name we hadn't heard in a little bit.
I was just gonna bring that up.
Lumpa's still alive.
Yep. If only he could see what has happened to his town since. All I need is a bird to carry it to him into his tower. There, you should be able to see him now. Okay, I do have at least one free space. That's what I was worried about. Because I was trying to think about, like, where a shop would be, and if it would be in one of these houses, but I guess not. I guess I was right. No shops in Lemuria.
Rip.
Oh, actually, there's also this we can take care of real quick.
Oh, yes, we're gonna find a cow.
Well, I was gonna use growth on this. And you said, oh yeah, there is a cow.
Yeah.
What the fuck is with the cow?
There's something near it. What was it?
I use Cyclone, don't I?
You cyclone on the clump of glass and get a hard nut.
Hey look, I found a hard nut. Nut. If only I had one of those nut buttons.
Okay, hey, that was it. I know what you mean, those nut buttons.
Lemurians are so lazy that they make me look like a dynamo, and they live so long. Poor cow. Nothing. Doing. You said the nut was the only thing down here, right?
Down there, yes. In terms of what's actually in Lemuria, that's it.
Oh! I found a rusty sword.
Thanks, butterflies.
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna drop my weed.
Oh, my weed.
You motherfucker, get up there!
God damn it.
I mean, we have to lash out.
I mean, yeah.
Anyway. Who wants to take Lunpa?
Hold on, I'm yawning, I'll do it.
Honestly, I'm amazed that anyone could travel so far across the world in this age.
And yes, this is the voice I've chosen.
Say, Piers, is it with you? Why not?
His mother passed away. He's gone to visit her grave.
Of course. His mother. He loved her dearly. A terrible loss. It must be hard on him. Well, Piers may not be here, but we still have much to discuss. If Piers brought you, you must be working to break the seal on alchemy, right?
Indeed.
Ah, Piers has done quite well in finding you. Oh,
What mission could the good King Hydros have assigned to Piers?
I was gonna say, I appear to have lost video, but for cool, it came back. What? Piers has told you nothing of his mission? Really? So you actually have nothing at all to do with alchemy?
Our parents were kidnapped by the Fire Clan far to the north. We are only firing the lighthouse beacons to gain their freedom.
King Hydros told me that Venus and Mercury have been ignited once again. Was that your doing?
Kinda, sorta.
I'm afraid I know nothing of any Northern Fire Clan. But that doesn't explain you, sir. You're clearly not related to these two. What are your goals?
Creighton joined us on this quest on behalf of Lord Bobby of Tolby.
Bobby? God dang it, Bobby! I only know of one man named Bobby, but it couldn't.
Master Lunpa, the Bobby we speak of is the same man you knew long ago.
Ah, so he's still out there, living in the outside world.
Well, that might not be the most accurate way of putting it.
Most accurate? My, you certainly have an odd way of turning a phrase.
He was living, yes. Until recently, that is.
So, Bobby passed away, but only recently, you say?
When he finally ran out of his mystic draughts, his spirit began to wane.
Then, I no longer know anyone in the world outside.
That's a sad realization.
But aren't you Lumpa, the righteous thief?
I was called that once ago. Once long, long ago. Why do you ask?
I'll bet there's at least one person in the outside world whom you still know.
Who would that be?
There's a town called Lumpa in northern Angara. A man named Dunpa lives there.
I settled that village, and Dunpa, he is my son.
Wow, you
Now
forgot
your
own son.
grandson, Dodonpa, rules over your village.
Rules? Rules is an ill-sounding word.
But it's an accurate one. Lumpa, the Dunpa is an evil thief who has caused much trouble in Angara.
What has become of my son? How could he permit such a thing to happen?
Master Lunpa, don't you have any idea how old Donpa is? He is as I am, an old man. He may even be older even than I. If this news outrages you, why don't you go and set Dodonpa straight?
Yeah.
If only I could.
Is this the only reason we're here? To bring news of the outside world?
I feel there's more to this than that.
Yes, I'm sorry we were sidetracked. We have much more to discuss.
But before we begin, there's one thing I must say. You don't mind, do you, Felix?
I have no idea.
I knew you'd agree. I have discussed this with none but Felix, but I have my own reasons for this quest. What do you mean? Only that I have my own reasons for wanting to see the beacons lit again.
Why are you telling all of this now?
Because I feel this quest is deeply linked to Lemuria. I thought it odd that Lord Bobby should order me to research alchemy. Hey, wait a minute. Is this what you promised to tell us once we reached Lemuria? Yes. May I continue? Long ago, before alchemy's power was sealed, there were many civilizations as advanced and cultivated as Lemuria. At the moment that alchemy was sealed away, most of those civilizations began to wane, until eventually they vanished.
Yes.
I have formed certain theories now, suggesting that this may be related to the seal on alchemy.
Let me get this straight. You felt you couldn't tell us this until we were in Lemuria.
And you only wanted to come to Lemuria to test your theories and see if they were true.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But even if everything you said is true, what does it all mean?
If your theories are correct, the world itself will wane and vanish, won't it, Creighton? Piers never spoke of this to you, did he? If you came to this theory on your own, you are indeed a wise scholar. We would do well to trust you.
What do you mean?
What are you buying? King Hydros and I, as well as others in Lemuria, hold the same beliefs that you do, Creighton.
You do?
Civilizations thrive by building upon the knowledge of the past. Knowledge gained in one generation should be taken even further by the next. Thus, knowledge and learning continue to grow. This is the natural course of civilization. But where is the world today? The great civilizations of old have all withered and vanished. We are all isolated and alone. You have encountered many cultures in your travels. Are any of them capable of building the great sanctums and lighthouses you have seen? No, they are not. But this is not the only side of the decay you have theorized. I think it's best that you hear the rest directly from His Majesty, King Hydros. Yes, Creighton, we shall go to visit the king.
But King Hydros is in council with Lord Conservato. We might not be allowed in.
Conservato? That fool. He refuses to acknowledge what he can see with his own eyes. I will meet with the king and press our evidence upon Conservato. Come with me. Gah! Stupid door! Ah! Pa! At last, you are open. To the king's chambers.
Lunpa ought to be as old as Lord Bobby was, but he has so much energy.
He's got a fire in him.
I do wish I could have heard more about Lord Bobby, though. But come, Felix, to the King's Palace we go! And we are not done plot dumping yet.
Nope.
Oh boy, we are not. Oh boy, here we go, Run along. Let's get in there.
Run along, little doggies.
Was there any items in the palace before we continue?
Things didn't say anything about that.
Alright, then I'm just gonna go in.
Yep, it says that just dig around for stuff is all it said.
You are Lord Felix, correct?
No.
It would seem the warriors which you spoke have arrived.
So it would, Your Highness. I shall call them to us immediately.
There's no need, Lunpa. Let us go to them.
Oh shit.
Hydros! Would you see me dishonored thus? They ought to present themselves to us. I do not go to present myself to them, Conservato. I am merely going to where they are. I have something that I wish to show to everyone. Regardless of your reasons, sire, I will not go to them.
Cool. Works for us.
Do as you will, Conservato. However, we shall go. I have heard of your arrival. It is quite remarkable that you were able to reach Lemuria. Welcome.
Allow me to introduce my companions. This is Sheba. Jana. Felix. And Creighton.
Creighton is the one who told me of the outside world civilizations, of their condition.
Ah, Creighton. Lunpa describes you as a remarkable scholar. Your research impressed us. Thank you, Your Highness. Your theories are correct. Our world is now on a path to destruction. And who has decided this? You, Hydros? Some civilizations have vanished, surely, but that is the way of the outside world. Look around you. Lemuria remains unchanged. Don't delude yourself. Lemuria has been in slow decline for ages now, but that can wait. My most trusted scholars have reached this conclusion after extensive research. I sent Piers to confirm this for me. So you admit it, Hydros? You violated the directive of the Senate! You used the tidal wave as your chance to send Piers away, despite our commands!
You are incorrect. The tidal wave carried me away by chance alone.
Conservato, you must know that the tidal wave was caused by Poseidon's return. Only a fool would have chosen to send a man to see if he knew that this would have happened. What was that? You intended to have Piers confirm?
Well, yeah, it's a map.
This map shows the ancient world when Lemuria still traded with people on the many continents. It was a great age, a time when the world shined brightly. And this is the map Lunpa had with him when he arrived in Lemuria 150 years ago.
I use this map to sail around the world. It is quite accurate.
Incredible! You understand, Creighton. What do you understand? Well, unless my eyes deceive me, the continents have shrunk since the Golden Age.
That's insane!
It is not insane. It is true.
Perhaps this will make the point more clearly. Look at these two maps side by side. There's no mistaking it. The continents on Lumpa's map are clearly smaller. Lies! Nothing but lies!
Jesus Christ.
What do you hope to gain from foisting these lies upon our people? You know well that I hope to gain nothing more than the truth, Conservato. And who do you expect to believe such nonsense? If you do not believe the evidence before your eyes, what do you believe? Do you believe the Lemurian map to be accurate to this day? Tell me, Piers, you were able to investigate this matter, were you not?
Thanks to Felix and my companions, I was able to travel much of the Eastern Sea.
And what did you find?
I found, in truth, that Lumpa's map is the more accurate of the two. However, the world seems even smaller now than it appears on Lumpa's map.
What are you saying?
He's like, what?
Time itself has stopped. Think of Weyard as a living, breathing being, possessing its own life force. The four elements are the nourishment needed to sustain this being.
Oh,
Graydon, this is exactly what King Hydros himself has said to me.
Ever since alchemy was sealed away, the world has been cut off from its nourishment. It has gone into a state akin to hibernation. By using less energy, Weyard prolongs its life. Yet when hibernating, the being has only stopped its own clock, not the flow of time around it. When a bear sleeps through the winter, it needs only wait for spring to come. When it awakens, it can nourish its weakened body again.
but if spring never comes, the bear will eventually die.
Weyard is wasting away, its continent shrinking because its spring has never come.
Hydros, can you make such outrageous claims? The world is not alive! Tell me, Conservato, why do you think Poseidon has returned? Do you have the answer, Hydros? The elemental lighthouses. Felix and his companions have lit the beacons of both Mercury and Venus Lighthouse. What? Have you any idea what will happen if you set that evil loose upon the world again? I think I have an answer for that. You know that it could bring about the destruction of the world, and yet you did it anyway? My lord, you cannot possibly intend for these people to light the remaining beacons? I do indeed, Conservato, and I also fear the possibility that alchemy will destroy the world. But I cannot stand by, knowing that I do that the world will wither and die if we do not act. This is madness, Hydros! Does the threat of alchemy mean so little to you? Would you put the world in even greater danger to satisfy your theories? With only 2 of the beacons lit, I assume you intend to send Piers out again?
And I will go, Lord Conservator. Felix has need of my power.
Then go, Piers. But if you do, say farewell, for you will never be able to return.
I
You will
disagree.
be banished from Lemuria forever. You know our laws. Are you prepared for the outcome? I myself am disgusted by the whole matter. I take my leave of you, Hydros.
Goodbye. We don't care about you.
But I warn you, I will not permit you to go through with this madness. Even the guard is like, what the hell, man? What will you do, Your Highness? I knew this outcome was inevitable. But I could not sit silent while our world drifted down the path of its destruction. I want you to light the remaining beacons before you return. That's what we intend to do, but we cannot leave the Eastern Sea. I have already heard of this problem from Piers.
This is something I found by accident in some ruins back in my days as a thief.
I'm not sure what it is, but it seems to contain some powerful synergy.
Seems to. You are not certain?
It is the synergy that we Lemurians are unable to use. I understand you travel with many different kinds of adepts, do you not, Felix? If we include Piers in our numbers, we have 1 adept for each of the 4 elements. Then at least one of you should be able to use the synergy that this contains.
King Hydrus believes the item can only be used by one who wields synergy of the earth.
If I'm not mistaken, it is a powerful synergy we call grind. If you master this synergy, the reefs that block your way shall pose no trouble anymore.
Hey.
With grind, you should be able to create a path by which you can sail into the Western Sea.
Go, brave adepts! By your hands may the remaining lighthouses burn bright once more.
That synergy is quite powerful. It can only be trusted to a very few people. That His Highness has given it to you should illustrate how great his expectations are. I have no doubt that your journey will be fraught with ever-increasing danger. But we are counting on you, Felix.
Box. What's in
Before
the
that,
box?
though...
Oh yeah, because Felix actually needs it.
I have the grindstone.
Yay!
Now it's grind time! Oh wow, he actually is the only one that can equip it. Gee, it's like Dark Dawn before Dark Dawn happened.
Yeah.
Because in that game, like almost all of the synergy items could only be equipped by adepts of that element.
Makes sense.
And yet, like, almost all the other synergy items in this game can be wielded by anyone.
You want to blow up a rock? Here you go, Pierce.
But still, Conservato's an asshole.
Yeah, fuck that dude.
God damn it. I think there's an item we can get. I just need to remember if it's something we need to... Oh, wait, no, it's a gin. There's a gin that we can grab. Thanks to having grind.
Oh, yes.
Because we needed grind to do this in the first place. However, before we do that, we have to have one more funny scene.
Hey?
You'll see once we start leaving Lemuria. Thanks, Kraden. Piers?
Yes, Sheeple. What is it?
There's been something I've been needing to ask you. Something I have to ask you.
Ask me, Sheeple.
You and I look roughly the same age, but how old are you really?
Is that your question, Sheba? That's not important.
It is to me. If you are much older than us, then I'm afraid we've not shown you the proper respect.
She's got a point.
Don't worry about such things. Please treat me as if you have all along.
No, that won't do. You have to tell us.
What? Come now. That is silly.
No, Piers, tell me.
You're afraid you haven't shown me the proper respect, and yet you make demands of me?
Come on, Piers. You can tell us. How old are you really?
This has nothing to do with respect. You just want to know how old I am, don't you?
Oh ho ho ho!
I knew it. Come on, Felix. Can't you get them off my back?
That's not my problem.
You're in this too, aren't you, Felix? I've had it with your conspiracies. I will not tell you.
I love that cutscene.
Can you go back in there and grind that other rock?
Yes,
Yes.
that was
Cool.
my plan.
Cool.
As I said, Jin. We need it. But still, that
need
cutscene
it.
is fucking hilarious, and I love it. Anyway, it's time to grind! Now it's grind time! I have been waiting to use that line. Now it's grind time.
Wow. Is that what you're gonna say from now on from here?
Anytime I use grind, anyway.
Nice.
Although that also works another way when we have to level up.
Ba, ba, da,
More
da, da.
Lemurian boats! Gee, I wonder what's over here.
It's a,
Ancient Lemuria.
I want to say it's a summoning tablet? But I don't
need to
remember.
use Tremor on this. I am wrong. Wait a minute. There's
Yeah,
a bunch of
use
cycloning I need to do. There it goes.
Now you can tremor it. Cute. It's hiding from you.
And I believe, yep, it's not a fight. Hey, Piers, enjoy your 7th gin.
Yay.
Oh, that's right, I can't do it that way. Yeah, that's cool. I should probably cyclone all this stuff just in case.
Yeah.
I get around. I'll
Get
whirl it
around, get
around.
I get around. Bump, 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 bump.
I am just merely curious at this point. And it's not like I use her PP a ton seriously anyway. She's got more than enough. I have a feeling there only was the Jin here.
Very probable.
Yep. Can I parch it? No, you can't.
I want to wreck it.
Ugh. Well, that was a lot of story and a half, wouldn't you say?
I'd say so.
How's
That's
your throat
pretty big.
taking it?
Cool. I'm good.
I just had to come up with 3 old man voices to try and sound distinct.
I
Oh
know,
my
that was
God.
funny. It's like, oh, wow, you're talking a lot there.
I think I've done enough RPGs now, though, that not even that could phase me. Like, I took the scene in Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door where there's a guy that says, I love you 100 times.
Oh, God. Oh, yes.
I did that and I didn't even break a sweat.
Oof. But we got there.
Now it's grind time. Shut up, Ryan. You haven't even been made as a character yet.
Now it's drawing time.
Down into the ocean you go. Shaken, not stirred.
Oh.
Take me away.
Take me away, my sweet escape.
But now that we're out of here, I think we can now finally end today's episode.
Yay!
So on today's episode of Golden Sun: The Lost Age, we had a ton of plot we needed to go through, and it was really, really important.
Really,
Because, yeah,
really
the
important.
world is growing smaller by the day. Technically.
Oh,
And I'm gonna be taking care of inventory back in Yowlin real quick, and then we'll be coming back because the Gondwan Cliffs is our next destination.
oh.
And then we have unlocked for ourselves a whole new world.
A whole new world.
Pretty much. So with that, I'm Nick,
I'm Sean.
and we'll see you guys next time.
Yay!